Welcome to the BCMM network. The following broadcast is meant solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. You're watching the Blue Collar Minutemen show. God bless the USA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Collar Minutemen Show, where we're a couple of guys trying to help keep you informed. Bill, I love the hat. Looking right cowboyish over there. I got my "Don't Tread on Me."
It's kind of got faded out flag on it.
Yeah, I'll say it. I like that. That's pretty damn cool. Hey, but before we get started, folks, thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share these videos. Help get us out there. And every time you subscribe, you should get an automatic notification anytime we come out with a new show. So, all right. With that being said, Bill, I'm a little heated, a little pissed off. And let's just go ahead and say, you know why these freaking politicians, these Democrats,
Just say it, Democrats.
yes, these Democrats, trying to cause dissension amongst the ranks of the U.S. military by making statements about unlawful orders, that they don't have to follow unlawful orders.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My problem with that is you served, I served. Sometimes you get orders that you're like, that's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not unconstitutional.
No.
But the reason is, at the time, we didn't see the overall picture.
Right.
So our little piece of the order here fit in with all the rest of the everything going on.
Compartmentalization.
Okay. What gives this little private here? He gets this order in his head. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. It must be illegal. I don't have to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to judge if it's illegal? I mean, you can tell if they say, okay, go shoot this guy, and he happens to be a mayor of a U.S. city or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right off that's illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean that now you wouldn't follow.
Right.
But if they say go over and secure this guy, there may be a reason. I mean that's far beyond me. It's not illegal for me to secure that guy. I'm not violating any laws. So who's to say what it does is it just puts the doubt in privates and of course the E4 mafia.
Yeah.
That's illegal. I'm not going to follow that order. Well, no, it's not illegal. Trump has not issued any illegal orders to
No.
this day.
But you made me realize something, Bill. Do you think they're doing this as a trying to prep them for when all of this stuff comes out about Epstein and all of this money laundering and all of these other senators who need to be arrested lawfully, that maybe these people that go to arrest them will hesitate, that they won't follow through. Maybe
Well,
that's what they're trying to think
it's
of.
possible. Well, let me just read you this. This is 18 U.S. Code 2387.
Yes.
Okay.
Please read it. I'm going to pull it up and go along with you.
Activities affecting armed forces. Seditious conspiracy variant aimed at the military. Title 18, Chapter 115, 2387 specifically prohibits, this is U.S. Code, prohibits advising, counseling, urging, or in any manner causing or attempting to cause insubordination, disloyalty, mutiny, or refusal of duty by any member of the military or naval forces of the United States.
Right.
Distributing any material with the intent to cause such mutiny or disloyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The penalty is up to 20 years in prison and a fine or both. Okay. I don't know about you. That ad falls right into that statute. You
Yes,
can
it
make that
does.
make a criminal offense on that.
Yes. So, and let's go ahead and talk about this because they're saying that they've already said that the president wants the death penalty for those senators who look. I know it. I can't stand how they twist and do shit. That is not what he said. Bill,
No, it is.
what did he say, actually?
He said this covers, it's sedition. It covers a penalty of up to 20 years in prison.
Yep.
But in the old days, they'd hang you for that.
That's what he said. Now,
Wait a minute. I'm reading right here where a couple of congressmen are like, he has threatened to hang us. And he's made death threats toward us.
they're trying to play the victim as if they're a victim in all this. I hate
Now,
that crap.
why are they doing this?
Well, I think part of it, and I think I sent you some of it, because there's Jasmine Crockett saying her stupid stuff. There's Mandani, who's basically up in New York. There's a whole bunch that goes with it. What's
Yeah. Okay. When one thing breaks, in other words, when they push something, then it comes to fruition and it ain't what they wanted, they got to jump on something else real quick to deflect from what just came out. And what just came out?
the Epstein list?
The Epstein files. And did you see James Comer?
I missed that one. I was looking at everything
Okay.
else.
On the floor of the House,
Mm-hmm.
he starts reading emails. Hakeem Jeffries, his campaign was sending emails to Epstein, begging him to have dinner with him. And said in the email, and I quote, he's the Brooklyn Barack. You need to have dinner with him and talk about a donation. Okay? The Brooklyn Barack.
I like the dollar store Obama better.
Yeah, but that's what was in the email. And so, well, first of all, Coomer gets up there and he says, uh, Hakeem Jeffries has ties to Epstein. Well, Jeffries gets up and comes back with, he's lying, blah, 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 blah. I ain't never done that, blah, 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 blah. And
Okay.
then Coomer says, okay, I'll read the email. He reads the email, and Jeffries just kind of walked off. And did you see the one where Jasmine Crockett,
Yes, I've seen.
she come out and she said, this Republican received a donation from Jeffrey Epstein. I got it right here in black and white. He received. Well, they tracked it down, and it's actually a different
Dentist.
Jeffrey Epstein, who was a dentist. And she starts going, well, I didn't say anything who it was. I just said it was Jeffrey Epstein. We didn't have time to research it or anything. But she gets on the House of Congress and reads this out. Not even
Man,
researching it. But they're trying to deflect now because it looks like all the Democrats came up in this Epstein thing
no shit.
and They ain't saying very much about that right now. Have you
That's
noticed?
Hey, that's why I sent you that one thing where it said this was a big giant psyop right now, and Trump is just sitting back watching it.
Now it's all about Trump threatening them now.
Yes.
Now, they said, well, I mean, they're all, you can read the Democrats all over X and everywhere else, and they're like, if you were in the military, you swear an oath to the Constitution. You don't, it doesn't have anything to do with the president. It's the
No.
Constitution. All right, let's read the oath of enlistment.
Okay.
I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulation and uniform code of military justice, so help me God. So you do take an oath saying that you will follow the president's orders.
Yep.
I just put a little thing back to them when they said the president's not even in the oath. It has nothing to do with the oath.
He does.
I just sent him a copy of that. Say, yeah, read line number 9.
Listen, I'm telling you, the whole thing just chaps my ass. And there was a service member who had put this out, and he said it eloquently. Of course, I can't play it, but he basically said that,
I heard it pretty good. You're playing before the show.
you want
It
me to
should
try
come
to,
to it.
well,
Try and see if you can play it again.
all right, let's see if I can get it pulled up here. It's, I mean, it's really interesting. And of course, this is
anyone wearing the uniform. Do not listen to these.
No, now I can't.
I actually
I hear it.
I
can hear
it. Sitting U.S. elected.
Well, yeah, but there we go. All right, let's see. I had to get it paused to where it needed to be because it's a video, but at the same time, it. All right, let's see. This is where. Yeah, this is kind of hard to do. Let me try this way. All right, there we go. I'm trying to get it to where it starts. Okay. I think this is all right. Let's try this.
In this country that cannot be ignored. We have sitting U.S. elected officials, including Senator Mark Kelly, now telling troops that they can refuse illegal orders. I mean, it sounds reasonable until you realize no legal order has been given.
None.
Everyone knows that. This isn't about the law. This is about planting seeds of doubt. It's a Trojan horse slipped into the minds of the one group of Americans who cannot afford to doubt for even 1 second, our military. I mean, you get our troops questioning their chain of command, questioning their commander-in-chief, questioning the oath that they swore to. You're not just playing with politics. You're injecting anarchy into the ranks. And that goes against everything the American way stands for. Let me say this directly to anyone wearing the uniform.
Anyone.
Do not listen to these politicians. If even one of you follows what they're attempting to do, your life's going to be the one that burns down, not theirs.
Yep.
You'll lose your rank, your career, your benefits, your retirement, everything you worked for. And not one single politician will stand beside you when the consequences hit. They will forget your name before the ink dries on your paperwork. I think we should be thankful that Mark Kelly isn't in uniform anymore. And we should thank God that he wasn't the aircraft commander of the Enola Gay in 1945, because a man this confused about duty and responsibility would have never had the conviction to help end a world war and save American lives. This very moment isn't exposing a people problem. It is exposing a leadership problem. Leaders who are so disconnected and so desperate and so entitled that they believe they're above consequences and they believe you won't hold them accountable. It's time to put people over parties. It's time to put the Constitution over convenience. And it's time to call this out for what it is. Go see all my comments over on my new Substack.
So he hit the nail right on the freaking head.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, NCOs, talk to your Joes, wherever you're at. You know, everybody talks about butter bar lieutenants and everything else, but here's the thing. He's exactly right. If you guys who are active duty or even guard or reserve, you E4s, even E5s, E3s, E2s, do not listen to those politicians and what they say, because just like he said, you will be the one that absolutely burns, and they will be sitting there still getting fat, making money, and everything else. You do not want to do that if you're in the military, because UCMJ will hammer you, and there ain't an attorney out here in this country that can save your ass. There's my spiel. To all of you all deployed and all of you all enlisted. Cool.
Go along with that. I'm trying to find her name. I can't remember her daggone name.
Oh.
This is the congresswoman who has been indicted.
Oh, the one down in Georgia. Is it that one?
It's the one that took the FEMA money, 500 million from FEMA, and put it into her campaign.
Yeah, I got something else about some money too, but go ahead.
She's been indicted. And now she's saying that the only reason she was indicted is because she's black.
No, okay.
But she stole
Let's use
$5
that card.
million. She stole $5 million from the taxpayers and put it into her campaign. But they're only going after me because I'm black.
Okay. You know, Bill, I think the Hodge twins said it best when talk about some type of exhaustion that you...
Black fatigue.
I know. I'm getting tired of that whole spiel. But to go along with that, did you see what I sent you about the nice blue state up in Minnesota of Tim Walz's state?
Yeah.
So apparently, folks, according to this, it says Somalis.
That's who's up there.
Yeah. So everybody's going on about SNAP benefits, and everybody's going on about welfare right now. And everybody's saying, and if you didn't know, not Trump, but they decided to cut all SNAP benefits. Well, here's a kicker for you. Welfare benefits have now been linked to, basically, that welfare money is linked to Al-Qaeda. How would you say that happened? Well, it happened like this. Apparently, there were millions in stolen Minnesota welfare dollars that were funneled to Al-Shabaab, which is an ISIS-aligned terrorist group. And it came out of Tim Walz's state, up in Minnesota. And you wonder why everybody's like, we got to cut this welfare crap out. And there's so much that blasted fraud in the welfare system. And now here it is, the tax money, yours and mine and everybody else's, that went for welfare, went over to Al-Qaeda.
And here's one of the ways they did it. And everybody's like, well, how did they get that money? How did they get that money? Well, here was one way they did it. The Somali woman set up a program to feed the children. Okay?
Yep, I'm following.
What she does is she sends in a sheet weekly showing how many kids they fed each day. And in her list, she just went down the street, got every kid's name that lived in the neighborhood, all over the place, and wrote them down. She was sending in that they were feeding over 400 a day. Okay. When in reality, when they went undercover and investigator, she was feeding 4 to 12 kids a day. But she was getting paid to feed 400 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing this for 3 years before she got caught. Yeah. Fraud, waste, and abuse.
And now,
Nobody, when she did this, nobody from the Biden administration even checked in on it. They just
of course
sent her
not.
a check.
Yeah.
So that's how
And
they're
that,
doing this.
and look, that was what the Doge was all about, Bill, was getting rid of fraud, waste, and abuse. And this is why we need to do it.
Yep.
It's
Now,
not
what they're
about,
talking about with the SNAP benefits is they've ordered the states to stop and start from scratch.
mm-hmm.
Have everybody come back in, sign up, sign in. Of course, blue governors are not going to comply with this.
Yes.
Of course not, including Andy. So,
Uh, well, I'll tell you, I was just going to say, it's not about people being poor. It's not about just the color of your skin. It's about the fraud, waste, and abuse. I have said it and I'm still saying it and I'm preaching it and preaching it still. If the government has that much money to throw away on some bull, we are giving them way too much money. They are taxing us to death. And the thing that blows my mind is there are people out there who drink the Kool-Aid of the Democratic Party, aka Carl, and they just believe that everything that he's doing is against the Constitution and he's trying to put everybody in chains and that he's Hitler.
he has not violated the Constitution yet.
I know. But you listen to
I
these
don't
Democrats.
think he ever will.
Well, no, he never will. He's too
Now, and
much.
here's another thing. What kills me is everybody says he's doing this stuff. He's just going after his political opponents. No, he's going after freaking criminals. It just happened to be his
His
political
political.
opponents. They're criminals. They're stealing your money.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If I've said it 1,000 times, it's like the Democrats are like, well, they need my money and I'm just going to keep giving it to them. It's like, but they're
Tax
using your
me
money.
more, Daddy. Tax me more.
Yeah. It makes no sense. It's like you want to give your money to just be thrown away and given to Al Qaeda. Well, if the government needs it, I'm going to give them my money. Like, no, no. You want to keep your money. I
You
don't get
know,
it.
what happened to the American people? We
Well,
started a revolution and formed our own country over a 3% tax.
yes.
And now we're paying upwards of almost 40% tax.
Yes.
Our founding fathers would not stand for this.
I want to say this little disclaimer. I am not trying to get you all into anarchy. That is not the purpose of the rant that I just went on. I'm just trying to get you to understand that we're giving them too much money. And it makes sense. I am not endorsing any type of anarchy or violence or anything like that. Just want to make that clear. But I am telling you, we're giving them too much money. Okay. Now there was something else that I had seen. Oh, so I sent you this too, Bill, and this actually kind of makes me nervous. The whole MAGA movement has ushered in a new era of Republican Party. Would you not say so, Bill?
Yes.
So apparently,
Well,
now this, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, this is kind of coming I say it's a good source, but it's just going to be something for you to keep your eye on. Apparently, the Bushes are going to try to get back in to the Republican Party and get active in the Republican Party. Now, this should scare you all because, let's face it, that party, which we have explained on the podcast, starting with Bush Sr. and I'm going on down, that party was heavily involved with I'll just say, some shady stuff. Now they want to come back into the party and get a foothold and try to possibly put their guy into the party to run for presidency. Do you all see what is happening right now? If the Democrats are faltering and they are looking so bad and they're losing so much control, they've got to try to get some control back by getting a well name, even though it's in another party, to come back in to wind up helping. You see where I'm going?
Splitting the Republican Party
Yes.
into MAGA and moderates.
Yes.
So,
folks, keep an eye on
going
this.
along with that, just check this out. You know, the midterms will be coming up in like a year.
Yeah.
Well, right now, the RNC has a $91 million war chest ready to go.
Ooh.
The DNC just had to borrow $15 million because they're completely broke.
Well,
the Republicans raised $15 million in October alone.
Ooh.
And the Democrat National Committee is flat broke. They just took out a loan for $15 million.
Well, Carl, if you're listening, better give your buddies some money over since you like
Send it
giving to
in,
the party.
Carl. Get up off that wallet and get some money out there.
Oh, geez. But, I mean, folks, we said it again. Whether they're Democrat or Republican, all of these politicians need to be vetted. We need to find out exactly who they are. We need to find out what they're about and basically find out where they're getting their money, because that has a lot to do with it. Bill, did you see just where there was a rapper? I sent that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me pull this up. So, ladies and gentlemen, there was a rapper. Oh, crap. I hate it when my things don't work just right. He is sentenced to 14 years in prison for funneling over 120 million in foreign money to Obama in 2012. His rapper name was Praz, P-R-A-S, rapper Praz. Apparently, he's a Grammy-winning rapper. And he got sentenced to 14 years. Now, here we go again. Once these Democrats, man. But Bill, how many of them you think are going to try to come to his aid?
Oh, probably none.
Yeah. So, like we said about you service members, they don't care about you. They will let you burn. And this guy was a Grammy Award-winning rapper, and he's getting 14 years. I don't think we heard not one Democrat say anything to try to help him.
Also, this just came across. Headline is "Holy crap." It says Democrats have cooked themselves. The senators and representatives who demanded sedition from the CIA and military are now being investigated by the Secretary of War. for military courts.
Hmm.
Because they are, okay, I'm retired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still bound by the UCMJ. They are too. They ought to know that shit.
That's what I've been saying.
But the rules are for thee, not for me.
Yep. And folks, I don't know how many times we said it. There's not an attorney out here that's going to be able to help them very much when it comes to UCMJ, because the laws of the when you write your name and you sign that, the laws of the public and the people out here, they do apply to you. But you do something wrong underneath that UCMJ, and you will get hammered. And there ain't an attorney out here, there ain't a courtroom out here, and there ain't nobody you can pay, and there ain't nobody you can suck that is going to help you. Because if they come down on you, it'll be bad. And I don't know why they think that they're above that and that they can get out of it. But as Bill said, it's I can't even remember that quote. Not for thee, not for me. Better for thee, not for me.
Here's something that okay, makes sense. How legal, and we found out later it was not legal, to, okay, Democrats are telling them don't obey these illegal orders, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, what about when they ordered them to take the vaccine
Mm.
and then went to kicking them out when they refused? They
Oh,
refused an illegal order. That was
yeah.
an illegal order.
It's a good point.
So again, for me, not for thee.
Yep. I know. Well, Bill, I got a little piece of comedy for you. Of course, as you know, Dick Cheney's funeral was like a day or so ago. Um, I'll ask you, do you think Biden fell asleep?
Probably.
It was so funny. They were playing it, and Biden's literally sitting there like, a little bit of comedy for you all.
Here's a little comedy. You know Trump's getting ready to sue the BBC, right?
Yeah, that's coming.
Well, guess who the biggest donor to the BBC is?
Could it be Soros?
No,
Oh, Rockefeller?
no.
Hmm. I'm stumped.
You actually, as you said, is the biggest donor to the BBC. So the U.S. is giving this money to the BBC so they can turn around and defame the president of the United States.
Oh, golly.
I'm glad they cut that spigot off. That's probably why they went after Trump because they cut the spigot off.
Is there anybody that we don't give money to at this point? We've been bound to
They
be
don't
getting
know.
Putin.
Okay, I seen this meme a long time ago. It was actually before computer. It was a cartoon, political cartoon in the paper,
Mm-hmm.
and it had these two generals looking at this map or a globe. They had a globe,
Mm-hmm.
and one general looks down and flicks it, and the other one turns around and goes, "You mean we've been spending or sending billions of dollars to a booger?"
Yeah. I think I remember that one.
There's a little booger on there, and they flicked it off, but they've been sending all this money to it because it was strategically located.
Sounds
Uh,
about right. How much
And
time we got left?
that's about right.
How much time we got left there, Bill?
I'm looking at probably about 7 minutes.
Okay. Well, we got anything else coming down the pipe that we want to talk to people about? Uh,
The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia just revealed a ton of new evidence relating to Loretta James and her alleged mortgage fraud. The exhibits are damaging and show that she lied to the lending bank, the IRS, and the homeowners association.
you know, everything that they accuse Trump or the Republicans of doing, they're doing. So if you notice, now they're accusing Trump now of pedophilia. So obviously that means that they're the ones doing the pedophilia.
Did you see where? Here's a funny one for you. Uh, I can't even say her name. Af Aftyn, it's Aftyn.
Okay, that
Her
name.
last name's Ben, Behn. She, she, they had a video out where she's talking about how bad she hates Nashville and she hates the people and she hates everything about Nashville.
Uh,
Well, she's running to represent Nashville in the House of Representatives, but she hates it. And
I got it.
I don't think she's going to get elected.
I don't know. They elected Mandani and they're trying to, did they elect that
Well,
crazy
did you
woman?
see? Okay, let's speak of Mandani. He come out and said originally, he's going to put ICE in jail and he's going to
Yeah,
take Trump down and all this stuff.
yeah.
Well, he's meeting with Trump today, right?
Yes, I can't wait to see how that goes.
Well, did you see his last news conference yesterday before he left for the meeting?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to sit down and work with the president to help make this city a better city. Blah blah. Now he's all nothing like he was because he's already said, well, the grocery stores are not going to be exactly free. They're just going to be cheap. The governor shut him down on the free transportation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just everything he campaigned on is gone. So,
Yeah. It's still gonna get bad for them people up there in New York.
oh yeah.
If I was anybody up there in New York, I would sell everything I own and leave on what money I made. Jeez. Well, we're getting a little long on time, Bill.
I'm ready.
You got a final word for the folks?
Just, I don't know. Watch what they're doing. Like I said, they're trying to deflect right now from the Epstein files. If you notice, I mean, what they didn't understand is Trump's DOJ is the one that indicted him to start with. They're the
Right.
ones that raided the island and
Yeah.
freed everybody.
Yeah.
They're the ones that turned him. I mean, okay, if he was so buddy buddy with Epstein, why would he do all this shit to him? Democrats didn't do nothing to him. Democrats are now finding out, and he got them to get so loud about these files that they finally got released.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So watch our president. He's playing like 5-dimensional chess,
Yes.
and they're playing checkers still. So
Oh, like I said, it's like the Roadrunner playing with the Coyote. That's every day. Oh, well, folks, we thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out the website, bluecollarminutemen.com. Make sure you find us on Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, and YouTube, which we're back on YouTube after we received an apology, but that's about all we got from YouTube. But we're back on YouTube. You can find us there. Check us out on the X, Instagram. We're on Truth Social, Getter, and some other sites. But thank you all. Hope you enjoyed the show. Keep your eyes open. Pay attention. God bless you all. God bless America. And let's get through this together. Peace.
See ya.